Yeah. You're all welcome. Everyone is welcome to my cafe. My name is Priest. Known to many, you're an angel. Priesthood. Unknown source. Masada. Wonderful day, Somerset. But what I'm gonna do now, I know y'all been missing, so I'm back. Here we go. Rattlesnakes on the Pharaoh's plate. From an ancient time that had no date. Poisons, legends in the gaseous state. Lucifer initials on my window of my limo. The golden guard on my license plate. I'm from a distant past. I look through the glass. I see 72 angels wearing the devil's mask. One side happy, the other side sad. Roman leaders around the Mona Lisa. A golden night. I glow in the Giza. Sharp as a knife that goes in the Caesar. Sinners in the night. Whisper like the Reaper. Dark fantasies of Mark Anthony. Julius Sinners and Jesus. A king heart's vanity. Ancient art of his family. Empires built on desire, fire, and prophetic destiny. The sky's ebony, the lights are heavenly. A knight's legacy, die pleasantly. Coins cover his eyes in a mushroom patch. Boxing with dandelion as they close his tomb latch. His fair widow weeps well. Above the moon is pale. She's doomed as well. Her perfume smell of pineapple juice, sliced fruits. Her hair nice roots. She rubs her skin with oil from coconut shells. Statues of Michael, the dragon slayer. Black schools, disciples, African prayers. Assassins on stairs, beware. While my mind divine, I'm deeply devoted, dreaming of destinies. My jury's heavy, a gold icon of St. Gregory. A lush getaway in the middle of nowhere. I'm your tour guide to the lost tribes. From abandoned buildings, living poor lives. From the east side to the north side, till the beast rise. New York skies, police ride through the south side. Children outside to the west side. A child with fresh eyes. Till he grows up, he's seen it all. Pregnant girls, teens in the mall, fiends in the halls. Those try to get clean have lean withdrawals. Pills and alcohol, kill for amounts of raw. In the field, a bouncer ball. Super Bowl, a UFO, just make it account for yours. Hermes dies with Versace on. Michelangelo paints him laying in Venus's arms. Execution's death, bodies embalmed. The army informed, don't take my boy, he's still warm. One day alone walking, the streets turn bright, the snow stopped falling, the trees begin talking. I touched his wood, I felt flesh. Beneath the bird nest, clouds start forming. Sky turned orange like a summer morning. Told me my origin, this place is historic. Start my performance, gave me endurance. Cars went inside the ground, while hundreds of gods came up handing me crowns. They said, Priest, you were lost, but now you're finally found. The zodiac spin above my head like a merry-go-round. I'm robed down in a gold gown, and if you saw us, we were talking to each other with no sound. Profound. That's how it is. Cafe. Outdoor. Priest. Always remember. Kings the gods. All in the supermind. All in the supermind.
Epic. The great angelic war. There was a disturbance in the essence. Every being in heaven could feel it. A shifting of reality-changing level was about to happen. Most of the heavenly hosts knew or partially knew what was happening, but no one would be prepared for the chaos that was soon to come.
In the beginning, as the universal researchers came into attendance, sources of the orders of ascension, the ebony daughters in upper wisdom, the heavenly fathers above the solar system, which wore the crowns with the cobra emblem. They came down as co-defendants, so the lesser gods wouldn't go to prison. The celestial Mars where these souls attended, extraterrestrial large with no beginning. You had the Yahwehs, the Hashim, the Most Highs, the Light Beam, the El Shaddai, the Elohim, the Witnesses, the King of Kings, the differences, the Holy Supremes, the Allahs and the Farrakhan, the Melchizedeks and the Pantheon, and the Lord of Hosts spoke spoke. The hearers of prayers took notes. And the holies of holies in the end of the day gave praise to the one called Goat. The angelic Labor Party leaders crowd the courtroom with Anunnaki speakers, surrounded by the godly teachers. He sat in the all godly style crop circle. In the highest of heights, the backdrop was purple. These black astronauts were not verbal, but gave off a lot of virtue. They were silent, but aware of exquisite balance. Schools of knowledge and high exalted prophets called the potters that moved up from the macabres to the higher colleges. They became universal scholars, mastering the masculine and the feminine in the blackness of the Genesis. The stage was set to start clashing with all ignorance. The house lost the seat to the Moorish. That took the office from the sources. The kingdom became corporate. The headquarters was northern, where most of their prominent supporters dominated. The fathers began opening up the Torah. In the eastern kingdom, many of the angels had mortgage. The one called Yisrael who fought the devil, cause Yisrael loves to wrestle and make bets for blessings. Scores were never settled. Laws was leveled, employed by the ghetto. The tablets were mathematics amongst gaseous planets. The ashes was on the axis, and the inhabitants was enchanted. Stop! Stop! Stop!
Amazing.
Luminary, consuming cherries, mushrooms, and berries. Beneath the endless skies in Gemini in June, I'm in tune with fairies. Lit pituitary.
Very interesting face.
I see tombs in Timeri. Civilized, they had sewers ready.
And again, I knew it would be.
Saw them lift the bricks, huge and heavy. During the same time, Sumer had levees. They fertilized with cow manure. The water fluid was steady. Now the scrolls are buried. Palms that are old and sweaty. Took the cloth off the bottle and dashed rosemary. Then anointed his own skull and faced the north of Gobekli Tepe. Turkey, Xerxes, Persian and the Medes. My words to MCs. You look for herb, you speak to a bush with burning leaves. Remove your shoes, fall on your knees. This is not heavy mental. This the master of the mysterious, the mind moving the macabre. Manipulate Mercury perfectly. My dark matter is horror. The golden guru of Google, the Yahweh of Yahoo and YouTube. Arm, leg, arm, horns, and crown of thorns head. Spawn, the dawn of the dead. All the natives are blue and the sky was red. And at night the tribes glowed like stars. And all the planets look like feathers on heads. Little waters talking from the medicine bed. Ate unleavened bread, buns from the son of heaven. Fed crumbs from off the floor. Greeks with no teeth, just gums. Lick with their tongue, sit at the master's feet. Were bums, beggars, their legs were too weak and numb. Their gestures pointed to the deceased and young. Who else you know can rhyme like this? Who else you know could take your mind through a time you felt exist? Quiet your brain, let me help you with it. It's getting hot, check the Celsius. Hell melting every cell in yourself. You burn, turn your shell into a crisp. Your spirit leads your physics like a mist to the outer limits. And the alchemist study your algorithms. Every sentence in my album's written, attempting to give you power building. Maybe turn you into flower children. The lotus, they notice when the alpha's risen. My ascension go through cloud dimensions. The mouse is fast, but the owl's sitting. His talons hitting for gripping. He's silent in blizzards. He flew down, touched the ground as a wizard. As he walked, he morphed into priest. When he walked the portals like the immortal light. Meditating, shutting doors. The more I write, all the crystals in my house come together to form organite. The windows open up by themselves. Curtain blows, menorahs light. I hold on to the string theory. I pause, looking up at my higher self like I saw a kite. Divinity around me like a king, surrounded by all his knights.
Amazing.
Proto-origin of blackness. The sun's like oranges and patches. I pick 'em, put 'em in baskets. Tree of life. His eyes is red, his teeth is white.
Very interesting face.
Woolly head, his feet ignites. Features of Christ.
And again, I knew it would be.
Unleashing the dead with me on the mic. Monumental Congo temples, confidential cosmos ceremonial science. Serious supermind, manufacture of manuscripts, mutating while rhyming. El Elyon, devil spawn, hellish forms of angelic zealots, the rebellious warned, the selfish from dorms where relics are torn. I'm meditating with the natives in the sweat box. Water drops from the wet rocks. Our minds are free as it gets hot. Now I play chess a lot, study the Ma'at and the Sephiroth. I leave Ox, Megabot, Ziggurat, Spirit Watch, but which is not. I missed the spark in the mystic spot. I'm from the hominid that's dominant, a king's continent. streams of consciousness. Look around, there's crowns on a winged monument. The smoke rings are opening. See my providence of promises, the source of confidence. Gods and goddesses bask in the ambience. Most High should die if I should die before I wake and feel the evil embrace of the eagle's lethal claws fitting my paws and face. I pause as I'm left and taken away back to his cosmic nest. I'm losing consciousness. My spirit disconnects as it devours my flesh. It's called the coffin's caress. The Heru hug. You are now with us above, amongst the angels of love. There's Abel, there's Enlil, there's Gabriel. That's the Hootie, that's the Hawker. That's the Muzi, and I'm the father. Golgotha. Now it's just a riverbank with seagulls and otters and fish that's swimming through the skulls of heroes and martyrs. And right above is just a ground zero for joggers. In the days of old, they said they created souls from the wheel and the potter. The Kabbalah scroll said it's the wheel of the macabre. From the pineal is the zeal, is the seal of the Nagas. They said a strand of web is stronger still as rain distill on the flowers. More ground to till as you heal from the copper. I showed you my views while standing on the hill of Masada. Been Israel since a toddler. Gliding on the wings of the wind, causing leaves to blow. Cicada in nature feeds my soul. No ego, I just let go. Summer breeze, bumblebees, fruit hung from leaves, roots sprung from seeds. In June, lightning bugs glow. My writing does grow like a rosebud opens in snow. Who knows my flows? How deep can I go? I wrote for 52 weeks in a row. Who with me from the city? Cause I speak from the soul. I planted and wrote a universe off of Neptune. My heart beats off my eardrums. Dark is my skin tone. I begin to tune out in my bedroom. For those who doubt, the greatest ever to do this is say it through music. But I don't play acoustics, that's for Andre 3000. The Scarface on guitar and bass, and the Almighty Roots crew. I just rhyme like I got a loose screw. I designed it from the mind of a guru in Peru. In gear, Shakespeare's for 10 years, and mentioned with Wu. Through dimensions I flew with Stevie Vision. I can see blindfolded imagination. My rhymes open, man's creation. African, large clans, tribes, lands, and nations. From where I'm from, what's my native tongue? Am I an old model robot or the latest one? Will I leave before my grave come? Or will they hurry to bury Helen's only brave son? Or if they cremate, will they have a clean slate? But wait, how's his ashes turned into sage? We've been burning them for 120 days in fire. He's not a rapper, he's a messiah. He came out looking like sapphire. His eyes were like quartz. That's just my thoughts. Hip-hop is great. Do you got Drake or Kendrick Lamar? They went in with the bars, but I told you since heavy mental I've been on Mars. Wake me up when you place a rock in my law. Some Big Daddy Kane, I know it's their reign. K-Dot and Drake, the Rick diss from Game. I'm trying to figure who I am and they say never change. Damn, it's a shame. I can read the room and understand body language, like medieval tattoos and godly paintings. I'll leave y'all with clues, sorry, I know y'all waiting, just be patient. Celestial grammar went forth, now me and purpose in talks. Damn, I'm at a fork. Abraxas, Rebus, Simha, Pleroma. Can't help it, I'm a loner. What I'm cooking up, smell the aroma. Solar gems coming with the hell of an odor. I wrote this on Mother's Day, I'm getting my third win. Summer's coming, let's do it again. They say play more, Killah Priest. From my throne in the temple, I hear the streets. I heard your cries. The smoke of big incense into my nose. Fire came out my mouth and kindled the coals. Lit all the candles and burnt up the drapes. The fire ran through the walls, down the hall, burning up the place. No one is safe. Here comes the royal priesthood. AD, hand me the sword, Lord of Lords, trophies, water wall, no order more. Bible Dawn, Taiwan Jin, order more. A dynasty is brewing, I'll be looking over ruins. It's been a while, my history I start renewing. 26,000 years, clouds near my ear. Armor on my shoulders, then two great owls appear. My face like a lion with the mouth of a bear. Spitting rhymes, all the fouls drop out the air. A-T-W-T-D, WGP. UTB, what's the meaning, priest? And they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast. I sit alone in this seat. yo. Yeah. Priest, unknown source.
Yo, I zip line over mankind and Gucci design. Then wind surf onto the earth, it all shines. New York state of mind, where vagabonds elevating crime. The dragon spawns killers in their prime. The illest of our time, rhymes send chills up the spine. Great seal reveals the seven sign. Kneel at my shrine, build or destroy, power and refine. The deaf, dumb and blind, ate flesh from the swine. Days before they let it brine, then they smoked it with some pine. Some roasted with some wine. When I was focused with poses that's divine. Alkaline opiates, holistic enzymes. Hoes, food is old news, is Erewhon the dawn. Pantheon beyond, you rap peons. Rap the con, rap tron. Yeah. Sing the song, go carry on. Yo, it's deeper than the family Esau created. Manly P. Hall, the secret teachers of all ages. Prophets and saviors, saints and sages. Tomb raiders, out of tune players. Ancient astronauts, human language. Moon craters, smooth nature. I have peaceful anxiety attacks. Join riots, relax. Mr. Incitement to rap. The Christian Dior Moore. Taught from Africa to Iraq. Submerged in the ghost planet. When night comes like the white shadows, blanket the city. Cause the most damage, like Freemason symbols in Disney. Believe it or not, like Ripley. Both celebrities died in the bathtub, Bobby and Whitney. Father, forgive me. Ballers and corpses, Christie. This talk is risky. Rosicrucian, Knights Templar. Revolutions, rebel shootings. Devil music, Knights of Malta. Rock of Gibraltar, shock of the culture. A scene, Saudis and Sikhs. Sheiks, popes, occults, goats and priests. Under red sheets, these evil men sacrifice sheeps. Young lamb, then claim the son of man. Then hang them up by their feet. The Kundalini energy for centuries. Chakras, spinal columns, Bibles, insane asylums. Kidnap the hospital, get popsicles. Walk on the floor made of crystal. Sunlight hit it, beaming through the stained glass temple.
Yeah, up right corner. Run. Get away, son. Yeah. Unknown source.
Have you heard of Nag Hammadi? No? Let me tell you about it. The Nag Hammadi Library is a collection of 13 ancient books called codices, containing over 50 texts. Texts that present a radically different view of early Christian beliefs.
During the early race, man wanted real estate, so he started building shape. Others started to fill away, though they started killing snake. Those of the worldly faith found themselves in pearly gates. Left his seat as girl inflates. Blessed he who elevate, set the tea and meditate. Rain splash off of the stained glass. Medieval cathedrals that still stand in Spain and France. Skeleton figures how many diamonds his ring had. The courts had green grass. The hawks took spring baths. Across where kings clashed, they fought for the queen's hand. A masterpiece done by priests. Refractory property so unique. Sister goes Sophia in her holy seat. Her feet Alistair Crowley sleeps. It's where Kiss and Bon Jovi meet. The Greek, the beast, the owl covered in rosaries. Prophetess, potions and poetry. Abraxas Rebus Simha. The lion called Simba. When rhyming I'm the Templar. The troubadour make music for the temper. The rooster call from roof to floor. The eyes in the center. The truth is all manly hall. What lies within the picture. The fruit don't fall. Nuclear war that ties within the scriptures. The zodiac sign of Hitler. More than one Jack the Ripper. More than one Shakespeare. For some of it take years. The Nag Hammadi God body. That practice motionless karate. The dragon on my Vatican Armani. Nag Hammadi, the craft I'm in, I'm mastering. The carpentry, the scaffolding. Corian stones to cornerstones. When I grab the pen, I fall in my zone and reach the African. Plastered in the walls of Rome, the priest is practicing. The royals on the doors of the dome, pads and fabric skin. On the mountain surrounded by columns, writing my album. All alone like I'm in the solemn, solving my problems. Gothic sanctuaries, the wall of St. Mary's. The Gospel of John is scary. Lately I've been drinking heavy, reading Psalms with nervous palms. Open the vote, grab my sword and my coat of arms. Murder I wrote. Nag Hammadi Library. Nag Hammadi Library.
finding a book that tells a completely different version of a story you thought you knew by heart. These manuscripts were hidden for a reason. In the end, Nag Hammadi's texts aren't just relics. They're a bombshell on traditional teachings, showing us just how diverse and dynamic early Christian thought was.
Sexually frustrated, plus waited for a long time. Both have strong minds, combined with feeling. She seems appealing for each other. Discreet lover, no longer keeps rubbers. Smothered under deep covers. Erotic programs, poet, slow jams. Enough to make your whole hand. And plus you a bold man. You fall in the manhole with a forbidden tree grow. And push your ego, a fly negro. A garden sour, polluted with a dead flower. And months later, he's laying on the respirator. Depending on the generator, to keep his heart moving. Start losing sight in his right eye. And we see might die.
I know this dope fiend cat, word up. His name is Javier. Part-time shooter, sharing needles in the stairs. Wise guy disguised as a fly guy. You getting high ride. It all will rest your right eye. Use a minutes, your brain cells finished. Begging forgiveness, calling out on top syphilis. You knew what you was getting into. Trying to guess on what I've been through. His shorty roared and she said you AIDS kill. Word up, respect this. Come on, AIDS kills. Word up, respect this. Yeah, Chuck, he loved her up. Anything is out and take us down to ugly dust. He didn't kill like Nancy, who liked the fancy tickle, so he put popsicles on her to make a fast and triple. Till she bust, overcome a lust, and put the lust upon her. But niggas, he was safe and grabbed the condom. Why? He said AIDS is government made to keep brothers afraid, so they won't get the babies can't be made, and increase the population within 1 decade. It's a war plot against the darker shade. Hey, yo, AIDS kills, word up, respect this. America dying slowly. You said AIDS kills, word up, respect this.
By the gravitation of rotation, 6 and then sex is deep. When you can't see clear through this sheer brazier. Toe back, rolling the back, sipping cognac, volume number 2, love song, Bobby Womack. Gotta relax, laying flat on her back, yo.
And as she lay,
She wore a silk gray negligee. Alice paused the radio play. Marvin Gaye, what's going on? She screams sexual healing. Couldn't fight the feeling. Her legs hit the ceiling. Hitting all positions, dripped in quick love. She's professional and does this in straight clubs. Glide in June, the she acquired immune deficiency. Now misery is the syndrome. AIDS kills, word up, respect this. America dying slowly. AIDS kills, word up, respect this. America's dying slowly. AIDS kills, word up, respect this. America's dying slowly.
we said AIDS kills, word up, respect this.
America's dying slowly.
All right, let's woo, turn, woo, turn, woo, turn, woo, 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 woo.
Let's stop this for a minute. Let's get all into it. Wu-Tang playing all the band. Cause the milk don't invest the terminology is psychology. Expect me to accept the apology. What I say of the Timothy James. Putting on in the other on play. Those are press force for a serious course. Respect and intellect, but the gratifying laws now that I'm ready, let the music begin. As I detect when I roll with my ballpoint pen. For the time that I spend, the money that I lend. Rap records went up just about 8 cents. It came in the way to get paid. Then they rhyming on the mic, it's a #1 trade. When the brother get the feeling that he wanna play cool, he just come over and diabolical fool. Oh, Fresh MC, go play in the mud. Another 20th century modern day chug. Cannibal hearing on underground dweller. Shut broke loose on the damn cellar. Don't be that while you're walking your room. It's a quiet and milk the bitch that shakes and Joe.
AIDS kill, word up, respect this. America's dying slowly. AIDS kill, word up, respect this. America's dying slowly.
Tang, woo, tang, woo, tang, woo, tang, say woo, tang, woo, word up, respect this.
America, slowly.
AIDS kills, word up, respect this.
America, slowly.
AIDS kills, word up, respect this.
America is dying slowly. We say AIDS kills, word up, respect this.
America is dying slowly.
By the White Lake in grandmother's land lived about 8 clans. In the midst of the tribes and their wives and children stood a very brave man. His look disturbed as he came into the chief tents for the 3rd time. Drenched, convinced that little waters exist. For the 3rd time, he was with us during a vision ceremony. We haven't seen him since. Agitated, he started punching his own hand with his fist. The chief said, "Tall bear, you're losing your wits. You must get a grip. The ant people want your attention, and you must resist." There was no little waters with us at the fire pit, but chief, he did exist. I'm not sick, he's the one we shared our peace pipe with. He spoke wonderful and righteous, discipline, enlightenment. Do you remember during the ceremony, we took the trumpet plant to see in advance. Our visions did enhance, and you warned us of the ants before we slipped into a trance. Little waters, and you over there, you put an eagle feather in his hand. I know, because during the ceremony I glanced. You said you felt the power of the yak and the elk. Little waters played the drums to bring back your health. The chief said, "Please, tall bear, relax yourself. Maybe we should bring in some tribes women and ask them for help." So as the night stormed, Tall Bear went on and on how they spoke on upper plains and other life forms, and how little waters captured the bison. You visit their boyhood, the joys of the white owl in the oak woods, the spirit journey to the snow wolves. Did the horse dance, sing a rain song? I came and gone, this is no good. Chief said, "Tall Bear, I knew and spoke to you for many years. I wish your grandfather was still here, but this case is so rare. People and memories just don't disappear. I have no idea, but please have a seat right here. Maybe you're going crazy. Have you had sleep lately?" Then he called for the tribes and the medicine ladies. They arrived with great urgency. "What's the emergency?" Chief said, "Tall Bear needs your care." They all looked confused. They all asked, "Who?" Chief said, "Ask him yourself." They looked around the room and said, "Chief, who are you talking to?" The chief said, "Tall Bear, he's sitting right there." They asked, "Where?" "There's no one else here except us and you." The chief eyes stunned with terror and fear. His face just flared. Moments go by as they all just stare. Hours later, the children walk in the TV from behind their backs, then look around the circle, then ask, "What are y'all staring at?" The spider lady turned and said, "The chief is very sick and hallucinating." The children said, "What chief? From outside, y'all sound like y'all was talking to the ancient. For years, it was only us, near the tree called Wounded Knee. Above the hills, where the Sioux and the big waters run free." By the White Lake, the night draped in silence over undiscovered landscapes. Daybreak, pine mountains, drink from the many puddles that the rain makes. Bushes of trumpet flowers, wild grapes, marsh showers, and grass snakes. As the sun bakes the empty space near White Lake and Wounded Knee, the birds fly from the tree, cause every now and then that place shakes. The ground trembles. Just in that spot, on the right night, you can feel a mild earthquake. In grandmother's land. In grandmother's land. In the grandmother's land. The time first began. Who was there? Tall Bear, Little Waters, the chief, or was it incomplete? Were the 3 really there? Or the medicine ladies? In grandmother's land, grandmother's land, grandmother's land, grandmother's land, grandmother's land. Grandmother's land, one time.
In grandmother's land, in grandmother's land, were they ever there? The tall bear, the chief, and little water. In grandmother's land, in grandmother's land, were they ever there? the tall bear, the chief in little waters. In grandmother's land we walk the burning sands.
Ladies and gentlemen, we build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast.
Yeah, peace. What's good, y'all? Check 1 2. Mic check. What's good, everybody? What's happening? It's your boy AD, the engineer, holding it down temporarily, while Priest is doing his thing, man. Welcome back to the show. You already know, if you're new here, you caught us in a day where Priest is out of town, but we're gonna keep it rocking for today. We got a possible guest coming through, from what I heard. So I got the Zoom on standby for that, and we're gonna rock with it. You know what I mean? Going with the flow. Thanks for chilling with us today. Let's see. We're gonna do the song promotion segment for sure today. We already got like a couple submissions already up. So if you want to submit for that song promotion segment for today, you can do so at any time. The sooner the better. The closer it gets to it, the more difficult it is to, make sure everything is set up right and all. So yeah, man, that's that. We're gonna go through the usual. If you've been here before and I'm in the driver's seat, I basically go through the websites, go through what's happening as far as the technical end, and all that, and then sometimes we freestyle through the chat. Freestyle as in topics, things of that nature. We might have some surprise guests pop through. So we just flowing with it. Y'all already know. August 2nd. So we barely even halfway into summer right now. So as you already know, it's Leo season. You've got Priest's birthday coming up. That's going to be on a Saturday, August 16th. I think I got that right. Yeah. August 16th, which is a Sunday. So 2 weeks from today is Priest's birthday. So y'all keep that in mind. And the sad thing is we're not going to have a show that day. But that's when Priest's birthday is going to be. We're going to have to figure something else out as far as the celebration for that. But at least y'all know in advance what's happening with all that. A lot of things happening right now. The retrograde's basically over by this Thursday. If y'all know about the Mercury retrograde, we talk about it a lot. But now that things are getting settled as far as, schedules and all that, as of right now, we're just doing Sundays for the show. We're not doing Thursdays. So we're doing Killah Priest Podcraft Sundays, and then you got the Royal Priesthood Wednesdays, hosted by Knowledge Born Allah, as y'all already know. So that's Wednesdays. Sundays is the Podcraft for now. We're gonna try to go back to 2 days a week soon, but as of right now, that's what it's gonna be. So it's gonna be a Sunday only show. All right, let's go to the website. Bring it on screen. I know I got a better version of this. Hold on a second. All right, bringing it on screen. All right. Oh, shout out to Solar Facts. Shout out to SLS Smith. Equator 0007. Fella B. As always, Rakib El Shams Ata Arif Mahdi. He says, come on, man. Cosmic Key. If you, I'll have to get out Black August. Oh, that's a good idea. We should play Black August. Fella B in the house. Godfather 3000. J Stallion 400. Yeah. What's good with everybody? Shout out to Jody also. She says peace. I gotta make sure we do a shout outs. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go. What else can we put on screen? There we go. All right, kppodcraft.com. As y'all know, that is the site. We often update it. As you can see right there, like I said, it's just going to be Sundays for right now, 5:30 p.m. We kind of start with the whole radio thing, which is like, it's like we're basically making KP TV, Killah Priest TV, you know? Okay, so that's the site. You got the latest news. This latest news goes straight to Priest's official site, which is killahpriest.tv. That's the front page. You already know about the song promotions page for you artists, DJs, and such out there. Click on song promotions. All the information is up there on how it works. You can choose your spot. And that's going very well. We're getting so much good feedback on the song promotions because the artists that submit and get their songs play say that they get more feedback into their social media once they've posted. And then there's a sponsorship page if you want to be a sponsor of the show. So what this basically is also if you have maybe an album, or if you have a company, maybe you own, a shop. If you have a website you're trying to promote, if you have a business and you want to promote your business on the show, there's a whole page dedicated to talking about how that would work. Shows our past featured guests, sponsorship placement options. And if you want to test it out on like a low basic sponsor, you can try that out. And that basically allows us to post up your company, your business right here on the show. That's one option. Another one would be for Priest to mention your business. You're familiar with sponsorships, most of you guys watching. I see the demographics and I see the back end data of the people who watch the show, so I kind of have a mental idea already of who's watching as far as the demographics. So I know the advanced intelligence of this audience already, so I try not to speak to the choir or preach to the choir, as they say, too much, because a lot of you guys already know how most of this stuff already works. So let's just keep it going. But if you have any questions, you can contact me at any time, ad@killahpriest.tv. You can email me there, and do it like that. There's a special spot for sending in super chats, and this is different than sending a super chat through the show. This one goes directly to the show. Whereas if you send super chats through YouTube literally takes like 35%, So that's a better way to send a super chat. The merch spot is Killah Priest Podcraft merch. You get it? You understand? The mugs are still pretty popular, even though it's summertime. People are buying the mugs like crazy. But you can get your merchandise up there. And all that. Hats. Boom. kppodcraft.com. Okay, this is the main one I want to show you is the calendar section. So this is where you're going to be going to see what's going on with these shows. So the red dot shows an active show. A gray dot shows it's canceled. Okay. The blue dot shows it is Royal Priesthood Wednesdays. And I'll be in touch with Knowledge Born a little bit more regarding his show, because that show is growing also. So I'm going to try to see if we can integrate more of the promotions onto this site as well to make it easier for you guys to see what's going on, what's up with the next guests, you know, what's happening, what's new, and things of that nature. That you're going to be seeing more things happen as far as clips also happening too, because many people don't want to sit through a 3-hour Podcraft or a 4-hour Royal Priesthood. You know what I mean? So we're really going to do the best we can to highlight certain videos and make clips so that you can catch, special moments and all that. Okay, that is the calendar. That is kppodcraft.com. I'm going to go back to the chat real quick. See where you're all at. Yes, Fella B says, knowledge born, dope music host, very professional. He is. That's the mic check. That's true. What out? Chris Batty, 4304. Let's see. Solar says, who's seen that clip of Priest and Lord Fury at some wrestling event? Yeah. I know, right? Maybe I'll pull that up. I seen that on Instagram. I don't know if there's a YouTube video for it, but that'd be something to pull up. Let's see. Cosmic Keys says business. Yep. AIF Phantom says, I can't watch WWF anymore. Too many apps. Greg Kelly. Shout out to Greg Kelly. And we got a special performance, special feature presentation from a Greg Kelly track today. Jay Stallion wants to be in the cartoons. Yeah, KPTV, man. That's what's up. Okay. Yeah, Ruben Short. Shout out to Ruben Short. Thanks for liking my track weeks ago. Yeah, of course, man. I try to keep it as real as possible with the song promotions thing. Do you know what I mean? That you get some unfiltered responses. But the important thing is that, Priest hears it, and Priest hears everything. He's going to see the whole show. He always watches the playback, sometimes more than once. Okay. Yeah, I can't post a link until I get Priest's permission. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to have a guest come on the show. That's why we got the box here on the right. It's empty for now until the guest shows up. So we waiting for that. Until then, I'm just doing promotional work. Know what I mean? All right. Okay, so that's what's up. kppodcraft.com. You get it. Boom. Official website is killahpriest.tv. This is one I need to work on more because it can be a challenge to keep up with all the stuff that Priest has going on. So this discography's up there, and then this would be basically the news area and all that. So real quick, the shop on top, you got kpmerch.com. So this is obviously different than the Podcraft merch. This is Priest's official merch shop. And when products come out on here, you probably want to get on it soon because he has a tendency to sell out. A Priest has a lot of limited order type stuff. I can't believe how fast the vinyls went, for the Swift as Light. So you got to understand that Swift as Light, it's exclusive. It's not obviously going to be on Spotify. It's not going to be on, Apple Music and all that. So, Priest is selling exclusive music through the site, which you can hear on YouTube. But if you want to get the official, hard copies, CDs, and vinyls, that's only going to be through this merch store that you can access through killahpriest.tv. Okay, so all the merch is up there. I'm basically just showing you how to access all of this stuff. And you can also access it through the description of every video. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's that for that. Next up, we got Priest Patreon. Get your Patreon. Okay. Let's see. How do I log out real quick? Okay, let's try this again. A lot of you guys are already familiar with how Patreon works. But basically, this is like the I don't want to say the OnlyFans of Priest, but that's a bad example. But it's a subscription service to where you would find exclusive content, exclusive music, behind the scenes, things of that nature. You know, there's a lot of stuff that and Priest handles this himself. I'm not. I don't administrate his Patreon. He has a whole separate team for his Patreon. So I just help him promote it basically on the site. But yeah, you're going to find a lot of stuff that is not on the Podcraft, a lot of stuff that's not on any other outlet but his Patreon. So if you guys are looking to be, I mean, because Priest has so many hardcore fans. If you're a real hardcore fan, you got to get on that Patreon. And then there's different levels that you can join into up here. So when you click become a member, he has the tiers. So $5 a month, you get the crocodile tier, $10 a month rocket tier, and then Tears of Joy. And then you'll see right here, you can read all that. We're not going to go through it or anything. You can see what you get on that. And Priest works on the Patreon a lot. So it's really well updated and everything too. So that's what's up with that. Get onto that Patreon that Priest got going on. Okay. Now, obviously, most people are already following Priest on Instagram. That should be a given. Y'all should already be following Priest on Instagram. He's very active on his Instagram. He goes live every now and then. It's a good place to get more immediate updates. Sometimes the website will take a while. Sometimes the other posts will take a while as far as the blogs. So for more immediate access to what Priest got going on, follow him on the Instagram. I assume most of y'all already have Instagram. It's kind of the main spot, yo. Let's see what we got. Now this was posted, looks like what, 21 hours ago?
Before leaving Earth, life is a test, many quest the universe. And through my research, I felt the joy and the hurt. The first will be last, and the last shall be first. The basic instruction before leaving Earth. Knowledge is wisdom. This goes back when I was 12. I loved doing right when I was trapped in hell. Had bad ideas, sad as a kid. Years and fears, but here my folks getting in. I searched for the truth since with you. I left the church since birth, but it wasn't worth the loot that I was paying. Plus the plan. I didn't understand because of busy bodies and dizzy hotties. That the preacher had souped up, the lies had been cooped up, looking at looped up and down. During the surface, they swallowed up the ball. And after they heard this, they wallowed on the floor. But I ignored and explored a history that was untold. Watch mysteries unfold. Drop the jewel like Solomon. Remember to follow men, who's never done the premise of how men. Space and Libya, all of your best. No trace of trivia left with the list. Doesn't play to be deaf, down the blind. And from the stage, he was crept from behind. And what he gave was a set of the gun. And then the chain was a next from the Susan. To the Bible, it can disappear. I don't mean to put him all with the way. But we used to wear a turban. Now we in the urban. The more wearing beanies and dressed like a genie. No hocus pocus is a focus on facts. Put it on tracks and put it through the wax. As people Jacob, it might take up the time. And too much knowledge, it might break up the mind. I did it anyway just to wake up the line. I throw some kiss stones, praise on the topic. Those who sit home and sell those by the market. Need to chill and get their mind revived. For years, religion did nothing but divide. The basic instructions before leaving Earth. Life is a test, many went the universe. And through my research, I found the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The basic instruction before leaving Earth. Life is a test, many quest the universe. And through my research, I found the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving Earth. I stroll through the books of Job, the untold, and open Bibles instead of holding on revival. Calling on the name and screaming hallelujah. Winning hallelujah. That's how they never fooled ya. See, look into my eyes, brethren. That's the lies of a reverend. Why should you die to go to heaven? The earth is already in space. The Bible I embrace. Which hands I hesitate. I study till my eyes were swollen. And only a we were the chosen. I deal with the youth. I deal with the youth. And take my son as he kneels on the stoop. Son, life is a pure sin. Come up like bushman. And women with wicked minds. Baby. Abortion, evil or extortion. I quit son with the wisdom. Verdict, I'm a verdict. Guys wasn't studied. The study of wisdom, I preferred it. The understanding, it gave me different freedom. I even up occasions we really they try to eat them. The white image of Christ, they really sees them. But yeah, ain't on the second son of Alexander. The six of Rome, it was the picture of a show. They said the devil was wicked gold. I prophesied, you never can. But no one gave a damn for my damn shit. The seed of Abraham. And blessed with the tongue of Hebrew, that we stop our needles and some are pleasure evil to study and be wise in days of darkness. Peace to learning among us. Basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, many quests, the universe. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. The basic instructions before leaving earth. Life is a test, many questions, the universe. And through my research, I find the joy and the hurt. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. The basic instruction before leaving earth. Make some noise, yo. Make some noise, man. Basic instruction before leaving earth.
Hey, all right. That's just a little bit of sample right there. Let me pop back on right here. Yeah, that's just a sample of KP's Instagram right now, or what he recently posted. Let me switch it up. Okay, boom. See what else we got going on here.
All right. What up, DJ J. Rollin, all elements General, Brooklyn, New York, always in the building. And look who we have in Brooklyn.
Yo, what up?
Killah Priest is here. The show is going down tomorrow. That's Saturday, August 1st, the third annual All Elements Fest.
All my Leos.
Killah Priest is headlining. Yeah. He's here. Yeah. We at the video shoot with Jahan Nostra right here.
What's up, y'all? All Elements, come see us tomorrow. Yes. Y'all know the vibes, man.
Jake Northface is right here. Deli Art of Survival in the building. We here. Pull up. It's free. 121 11th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. Gowanus, Brooklyn is free. Pull up. FGR to 4th Avenue. To me, 9th Street and 4th Avenue. Pull up. It's going to be amazing. Shout out to Remedy Performing, Trife, Sav Kills, Jake Northface, Frank Knight, Reap the Lost Cause, Rex, everybody else. Amazing MCs, special guests. It's free. Chris, go talk to him.
Yo, man, come on through, man. We're going to be doing it. We're going to take it from up to date all the way back. We're going to do some Wu-Tang classes. We're going to have some fun, man. We're going to go in there, man. It's going to be a show, man. So come on through, man. Word. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. What do we call this segment? This is like the IG rundown right here. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to go through it all. There's certain things. Okay, so y'all get it. Check out the Instagram and get on it. Okay, so this is the clip that I think Rakib was talking about. He said he loved it. So I don't see why we can't just feature it right now. Yeah. Uh-oh. Priest is wrestling. What is going on here? Okay, wow. So, yo, that was a whole event that had happened. This was July 5th that this was posted. But man, you could just see how fun Priest is doing things. It's just hilarious, man. Like, you see all the comments up there. It's just lit. What a definitely fun Instagram to be part of, man. So make sure y'all follow that. I had a post. What is this? I didn't even know he was doing like a wrestling thing. I had just, he's got so much going on. We don't have time to communicate too much. But I had just turned on Instagram and I see Priest up here doing some WWF stuff. I'm like, bro, like, what is this? I could have helped promote this. Like, you should have sent me the flyer. Like, I could have hyped this thing up. You know what I mean? I kind of got excited. I was like, yo, this is cool. I'm like, was this scripted? Did you guys have a script? Or are you just all like, just doing whatever, But that was funny. But I had just woken up. And I had to post this meme. I was like, what is this? I think Lord Fury has most of it. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Some of you guys are already more privy to what the whole thing was than I am even now. But that looked hilarious. Is this the same one? Uh-oh, they got sticks. What? Oh. The hell? Bro. Wow. This what we doing. That's hilarious. Oh, man. Okay, hold up. This is just too funny.
Hey, that's you. That's Killah Priest from Wu-Tang, man. Right now, you're looking at the masters of disasters. Woo! Destruction at its finest. Right. We are representing Super Kick to the fullness with the Master Chris Chambers. Woo! Wrestle 6 Championship belt being defended tomorrow, live at the Supreme Chambers Arena. Be there or be a square. Killah Priest, Wu-Tang Clan in the building. Johnny I-Pro, the wise man. Lord Fury, judge and jury, hot like 25 keys of Pakistani curry. Get your tickets in a hurry. Woo! Right now, you're looking at the
I love it. That's hilarious. Obviously, I be involved in these comment sections, and I had to put this link of Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. Just, oh yeah, brother. It's funny, man. This is great. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Some of this stuff I'm seeing for the first time up here. So make sure y'all follow Lord Fury also, man. Lord Fury doing his thing too. I think he's a Leo also, like Priest, right? Man, the Leos are active right now. Leo season in effect. So y'all make sure you follow also Lord Fury 777. This is great. I want to see if there's any more of that wrestling thing up here, because that was funny. Priest also be doing some interviews here and there too.
He's got his mark on the Hall of Fame. So Wu's gonna be in the Hall of Fame coming up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Sorry for the listener. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is inducting Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah,
you're very much a part of that. You want to share about that?
Yeah, that feeling is I was there from the whole beginning. I was in the studio, and there's footage online of them, creating Cream. I was right there. We was doing Cream, and it's dope because you saw the plan unfolding it, but never would I thought, like in our minds, that I knew it was something that that's going to be around. But when you look at it like, man, we rubbing elbows with the likes of, like, I don't even want to say, like, I don't want to put Michael Jackson in, but we up there with, I'm just saying, to be in a room with Shaka Khan and
just
people
game
like,
changers.
Yeah, my moms, and they love those artists from back then, James Brown and Marvin Gaye, and to be mentioned in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like the Beatles, they in there, they've been inducted. And I never thought we would be mentioned around that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, that's mind blowing, bro. I still don't want to think about it. It's like I run from it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I was there, though. I'm just glad I was there.
John and Obama.
Told agents.
All right. Good stuff, yo. Stuff from the show. Okay, let's get back to the chat. Yeah, cool interview, right? So I think the link to that full interview is on that description of that post. Y'all make sure you follow that post. Here's one. Most of you have seen this already, but I'm gonna play it for those who haven't seen it.
Who do you listen to? Who do you really, really like?
First answer that comes to my mind is somebody that I've just been playing the last month, like meaning like this one song in particular, and it made me dive back into like some of the shit he's been releasing over the years.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hella left field. Killah Priest.
Oh, Killah Priest is tough though.
First of all, yeah, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Like Killah Priest, he always been vicious.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a name that I was like necessarily. And shout to Killah Priest because he got a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a YouTube channel. He do his shit like at least I've seen him do some music. I don't know if he still do it, but I've seen him like on some talk show type vibe on YouTube months ago.
Killah Priest.
Yeah, but he's somebody that's like you respect Killah Priest because you know what he did on who album was that on Woo? Who album was that? Basic Instructions Before Jizza. Was it Jizza album? Where he basically had the last song, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, Bible or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like I know Killah Priest from there, and then I was a Cannabis fan. Like really big Cannabis. Royce the 5'9", that's somebody where it's like, yo, at that era, late 90s, early 2000s, Royce, Cannabis. These
Buckingham Palace, that was my shit. I used to know that joint word for word.
God, Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
When we was on that trunk sale tour, going around selling the album out the trunk, I shit you not. Like,
fire, by the way. I love
thank
that.
you, bro. For the past, even before the album dropped, 3-4 months before that, I was playing nothing but The Fall Off. Like all I was wanting to do was like play this album. Then after the drop, we did the trunk sale tour, I was still only playing that album. But YouTube, I told you, was my most used thing. So something came across the algorithm. It was a Killah Priest song. It's called NASA Case. And for some reason, I click random shit on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like it must be in my algorithm because I've seen a Killah Priest talk show type thing he do on YouTube or whatever. Like I tapped in with him just slightly, like not enough to really see, but just be like, oh, what's Killah Priest doing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I seen this thing come up and say Killah Priest NASA Case. When I tell you, I was on this trunk sale tour and I was like, we might have, I don't know where the fuck I was, on a bus or was I like in a hotel? I remember New Orleans was like one of the cities, but I played this song, this shit, and he just dropped this. Like whatever day I clicked it, it probably had 1,000 views. Like,
when was this?
This was a month ago. This was February.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is February of this year. It's crazy. If y'all did something, if y'all did this song, it would be crazy.
Okay.
Yo, it's called NASA Case.
Okay. Like NASA, like
NASA.
Space program.
I didn't know what the fuck to expect. I just clicked the shit, right?
Right.
It's 9.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let me listen to this shit. Yo, it's like I didn't know it's written so dense.
Yeah.
It's so, it's not a style that's normally the one I gravitate to.
Yeah.
It's super dense. It's super, I'm not even gonna say poetic, it's prose. It's like a book, damn near. This nigga's writing a book.
Wow.
And he's telling this story. And bro, I shit you not. Like, I'm listening to it and I'm like, can't exactly follow what he's talking about. I'm getting enough though to keep me hooked.
Right.
I'm getting enough to be like, yo, what is he talking about, right?
Yeah.
And it was like Ta-Nehisi Coates got this book, his biggest book. It's called Between the World and Me. And around that time that book dropped, I was like on a reading kick. I was like actively, it was around the same time I told y'all when I was on the couch watching shows. I'm like, yo, let me like read, nigga. So I read a bunch of books at that time. And the Ta-Nehisi Coates book, because I hadn't been reading it so long, no, that book was actually easy to read. There was a book called Farewell to Arms. It's Ernest Hemingway, another book I read at that time.
Okay.
This shit was so hard for me to read. One of them books, it was either Ta-Nehisi Coates or Ernest Hemingway. Because I hadn't been reading in a while, it was like I had to keep reading sentences over and over. I could tell that the sentence is amazing and this paragraph is amazing, but my mind wasn't in shape for the level of writing that book was.
Yes.
Similarly, when I was playing this Killah Priest song, I'm like, yo, I know he's saying some shit. And I know something amazing is being told, but my mind is not in shape for this type of style, right? I listened to that song, I shit you not, like 9 times in a row. Because every time I listened to it again, the story got clearer and clearer. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, yo, is this nigga an alien? By the time I'm done, like with my 8th, 9th listen, I'm hearing what he's really doing, what he's the concept he's actually doing. And I'm not even gonna spoil it because y'all maybe y'all do the song. When I see the concept he's playing with and I'm listening over and over, I'm like, oh my God, is this nigga from another dimension and he just knows some shit we don't know? So when you say like, yo, it's just like and by the way, he put out a video of, because it popped up on my feed, maybe like 3-4 days ago, he put out a video and I was almost mad because I'm like, nah, people need to like listen to this shit. Like they don't need to be able to see the visual. So even up until a few days ago, it's one of the only songs outside of my album that I'm just playing because it's so enjoyable and I'm so amazed with what this dude did. And so because of that, it made me actually go and play some of his more recent shit. Bro, this nigga been dropping projects non-stop.
Really? Yeah.
Wow. Same level. Wow. You know what I mean? So like, that's recently where I'm at. I'm like, oh no, Killah Priest.
I love that.
Shout out to Killah Priest.
Shout out to Killah Priest. Man. That's what I wanted to. That couldn't have been. That was the ideal answer because I like to see people who aren't the same names come up over and over. I get it. We know the universal greats and all that, but I want to hear other names. And I feel like when you say, well, who's your top 5 or something like that, if you are factoring in everything, you almost are sort of tunneled or pigeonholed into saying the same names.
Agree. No. That's a great point.
Who you like? Who you listen to? Who you listen to currently? Who's your favorite rappers? My favorite rappers aren't always my my objective top 5. Who do you listen to?
All right. So that was a great clip. Shout out to J. Cole. Man, and if you look on YouTube, there's a lot of people also, talking about like, oh, J. Cole's endorsing KP and all that. So it's cool, man. That clip kind of blew things up online, so that's cool. Yeah. So again, make sure y'all following KP on IG. All right. Back to the chat. 99 Cam 1, I see you. KP is a figment of my imagination. Yeah. I hear you, 99. Yo, he in there. Yeah. Okay, I see you. We're getting a request to play Simeon Toko. Am I pronouncing that right? All right, let's do it. Let me pull it up on screen. So this was a recent release on YouTube. It was an exclusive, YouTube exclusive that Priest put out just recently. So I'm going to bring it on screen. And it's on a beat that you've heard before online. Whether it be TikTok, it'd be on Reels. You know this beat. I mean, you may not know where you heard it from, but a lot of y'all already know this beat. And Priest does that sometimes. He'll pop up on a beat that you didn't expect. But, yeah. I'm just going to play it. Let me bring it up real quick. All right, we're going to go full screen on this, too. Well, actually, it's just a song. Wait a minute. No, I got to do... Yeah, let's just do this version. Okay. I'm going to bring it into song promotion area. Okay.
Is one of them about Black Jesus where, the Son of Being appearing in Africa?
Yep, Black Jesus story was probably one of the most shocking things I ever heard. It came from my insider, Jacob, I call him that in the book. There's some very serious extraterrestrial threats to Earth, and that
Born in 1918 in Angola, Simeon Toko, the man Jehovah. From the cosmos, straight to the Congo. Like the one with 3 holes and walked with 12 apostles. Hole in his rib, never felt the gospel. The refugees were Portuguese. In 1970 came Walter Reed's Destiny, Heavenly. Our pedigrees, longevity, celebrity. Dravidians and Nomos, Simeon Toko, Bicentennial, reptilian logo. Who thought of a Christ would eat chicken with his jaw off rice? That's Nigerian, but he was Angolian. A holy man, say peace to priest Simeon, the golden lamb.
So the story goes that in the 1960s there was a black man in Africa.
Ezekiel saw it, chapter 1 down. Isaiah seen it, chapter 6. John seen it, Revelations 4. I seen it, 1999. Far away, up in the sky, bright, what a sight. I thought it was Venus. The stars lit above the goddess. The Egyptian winged disc. Rulers, don't forget Sumer, kingless. Priests, enthronement. Greeks and Romans. Apocalypse, Romulus and Remus. Gods, devils, angels, demons. Large vessels, bring those legions. By the boatload, Abyssinians. Who was? Simeon Toko.
And he was performing miracles. He was starting to get people to listen to what he had to say. And the cabal tried to kill him, and they could shoot him in the head and his skull would just regenerate, his flesh would grow back, and he was fine. And so the crazy story that I heard, and remember, I was told at the time that if I disclosed this, that I would be killed, and I ended up putting it in the book anyway. The story was that this guy, they finally said, okay, we're going to bring you to the United Nations and share your message with the world. Let's get you on this flight. They bring him on this flight, and instead of bringing him to the United Nations, they shot him repeatedly, and then actually had some kind of meat grinder device, and basically like a bandsaw, I guess, sawed up his body into a whole bunch of pieces, put him in these very like radioactive shielded containers, and then had all these fighter jets dock with the plane and fly his body parts to all corners of the world, where then these containers turned them into ash. And they thought that maybe this would defeat him, like that his body somehow, the tissue was necessary. So if they destroyed all the tissue in all these places across the world, maybe they could defeat him. Well, he then regenerated in their offices and was fully fine, fully intact. But the sad part is that he said, you guys so badly do not want me to be here that I am not going to be able to do any more. You're going to get what you want, but bear in mind that in the future, many others like me will be coming, and when they do, you will not be able to stop us.
Wow. Well,
that is all I know. Unfortunately, there's nothing more to the story than that.
Incredible.
It is an incredible story.
Incredible.
It is genuinely recounted by witnesses that Simeon Toko appeared before people in an apparitional body.
All right, so the voice that you heard telling that story is a man by the name of David Wilcock. And he, if you recall in that story, he said that his life was threatened for him revealing those things, and he revealed it in his book anyway. I don't know if it's tied to his actual passing. So if you don't know, he actually passed in real life recently. I mean, like 3 months ago recently. And there's a whole rabbit hole you can go down on YouTube talking about, who took him out. Somebody had to have taken him out, this and that. But he's always been someone to expose stuff. You've seen him before on the History Channel. You've seen him before on Ancient Aliens. He's, if you heard his voice already like you did, it probably sounded familiar. So if you guys are into some of the conspiracy stuff and he talks about a lot of stuff. He's been talked about by a lot of people. So anyway, it's a whole rabbit hole you can go down into, but they're speculating whether he was taken out or not, what he was talking about, the UFOs. He could have been taken out for anything. Who knows, right? But I just wanted to clarify who that was speaking about Simeon Toko. That track was produced by one of Priest's people. I did the mix and master, Studio AD. Give myself a little round of applause there. But yeah, he basically had that put together himself, though. So that is what's up with that. All right. Shout out to Cam1, 99 Cam1. That was a good call to play that. That was one of the most recent ones. We might as well play the Celestial Michael. And this was produced by Kazodiak. Also co-produced by Knowledge Born Allah. And of course, it features Priest and Kazodiak. So we might as well get right into it. If you haven't seen it yet, let's just get into that right now. I'm also thank you, 99. We're gonna go full screen on this one though, for sure. It's a whole production. So get your popcorn out for this one. If you haven't seen it already, let's just play it again. Here we go.
I don't care if you have to call the lunar base beyond.
I'm the GOAT. You crazy, gang, I'm the GOAT. Nah, son, he's the GOAT.
I want this dealt with. I don't care if you have to call the lunar base beyond the ice wall. These monsters just kicked in the wrong door.
All right, what the hell is going on? I don't know, but it must be important. Not as important as the sandwich I was about to eat.
All right, everyone, listen up. We got some nasty goat-headed creatures trying to take over, and we ain't gonna let that slide. If you're scared, leave now. Let's go.
Let's move it. Let's go. Stay focused. Double time. Move. Almost there. Get ready.
Me nah fear no goat. Put the goat pon me belly. Ha ha.
Hold on, I need to speak with you briefly.
Hey, now I was born. What's the science, Betty?
Let me introduce you to your new co-pilot, Killah.
Priest. Killah Priest. What are you doing all the way out here on the moon?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
Moonwalking, of course. You should have seen your face, Priest.
Haha, very funny. Why you call your monkey Bubbles anyway?
I'm the king of pop, silly. Okay, seriously though. Are you sure you know what you're doing, Priest?
Of course, I wrote the basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Wait, there's something missing. Oh, I know. We can't fly without music.
I got you. Play Celestial Mike.
Radically different celestial orders separate the present age from the former. The primordial moving waters to moon quarters. From the sun's birth, light works cover the earth's four corners. Eyes behold the great God in his circular abode. In the center was the tree of life, Merkaba codes. Outside of that, exceeding lights from 12 UFOs. Maccabees, Israelites, Persia untold. The worshippers of gold, stone, diamonds from coal. I've seen it all alone, write it in scrolls while I'm in the zone. Tenfold, tempos, symbols. You think they're ready for another heavy mental. The insult, my body was vacuumed, engulfed into the black goo. Pentecost, time began to warp. I've been caught up into this cloud of spinning force. My inner thoughts was intercourse, aroused from alien women bought. They bowed, then stood, then pulled their linen off. Shoes were hooves, head of a chicken, a pigeon, a griffin, and hawk. My vision got lost. She held her 4 birds while sitting on a horse. One of the birds was fiction, of course. 2 was for digging, Abraxas religion, and picking a corpse. Like gases passing into the inner world, becoming an entity of energy. I know it's in the oyster, but what makes a pearl? Coalesced with the elemental. Man, woman, boy, and girl. Hair bushy, wavy, straight or curl. Essential. I'm in the spheres as we twirl. A creature of the mind's beginning. Creation. Pre-wedding. Ovulating. Observation. So exile, I'm on the canal, on the right route course. They said the Nile flows from the south to north, from its orients to upstream. The sky's my audience, picking up ornaments to rough kings, wiping off the plush buster queens. When you redeem, you haunt horror and terror screams. Seraphims, eyes all over their wings. I write things, I am great because I know that I'm not. I just find my space astronaut. Real MCing is rooted in strength. It's pruned with gifts. Doom was it. The rest of y'all lunatics. Circus level when you work with the devil. I deal with planets that pick up dirt with the shovel. Autumn trees, turmeric oil, oregano, mustard seeds. Atom to atoms create me.
There'll be no darkness tonight.
Yo. How did y'all like that? Man. I saw that. I'm like, I told Ka Zodiac that I'm really happy he kept Michael in the Captain EO outfit. Because it just correlated so well with like what would be a side venture of Captain EO. You know, I know most of y'all saw Captain EO already. Priest hasn't even seen it yet. And we got to do a watch party with Priest in the studio. They do it on YouTube all the time. Damn cat. Mine mojito. They do it all the time on YouTube where they have a watch party and they'll just watch Captain EO, you know? Like, there's no copyright infringement if they're, you know, analyzing it and stuff like that. Anyway, so we're going to set that up for Priest to watch Captain EO. And then it correlates so well with that video because, as you know, at the end, once Captain EO launches back up into space, this could be like a side mission that he does. And I told Ka Zodiac that, and he said that's exactly what he had in mind. So it was cool. Really well done. I love it. You know, I don't believe I believe Michael Jackson's still alive, but that's for another day, another topic. Y'all could think I'm crazy or if that's funny to you, but I think he's still alive. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to save that for another show. You know, I believe a lot of crazy things. But yeah, just leave that as that. But shout out to Ka Zodiac, and make sure you guys are also following Ka on YouTube as
Care if you have to-
well. Let me see. Let's go to his channel. Boom. So Ka basically has a whole production company basically in his works here. And you'll see a bunch of these are basically masterpieces, man. You know, so go through all of that. Make sure you follow Ka Zodiac on YouTube and check out these masterpieces. As you know, Ka Zodiac is one of the royal priesthood. He's just created some phenomenal work, man. You know, and from what I've seen, I think he's ahead of the game with a lot of the, you know, the AI stuff. I'm not sure what he's doing, how he's doing it, but he just kind of seems to be a step ahead as far as the production goes. Every time it advances, and it's advancing fast, you know. But they're just well conceptualized and they're well put together. The production quality has improved vastly, and you know, there's a whole script behind a lot of these too. So the writing is good, and what kind of amazes me the most is the way the cinematography, and we could basically say cinematography now because it is basically cinematography happening however you want to describe how it's done. Like, it just, they're masterpieces, you know, and they can be a bit overwhelming at first, but anyway, KaZodiac.com and follow on YouTube Ka Zodiac. All right, let's get back to the chat because that's where it's at. Shout out to y'all for still sticking in here. We got 85 people in the building. You can't just say that and move on. What are you talking about? You gotta be specific. Say what? It was great. I can't just show Captain Neo right now, if that's what you mean. But yeah. Man, I just thought Captain Neo was just so well put together, you know what I mean? But I just liked how he incorporated all that into that video. It was cool. But I mean, I can't speak on the you know, the concepts of the song. We gotta wait for Priest to come back onto the show to talk more about all of that, and let Ka talk about that. I'm just here to present. All right, what else? Where we at? I'm waiting for this Zoom guest to come in right now. That was supposed to show up. I just hit up Priest. Priest is busy. Like, he can't even answer the phone or anything right now, but I'm trying to confirm something. To see if this guest is coming on. Otherwise, we're just going to free flow with it. They got the Zoom link. So, anyway. Let's just keep it moving. What else we got? Gotta elaborate on what? I only know so much. Oh, about MJ being alive? Yeah, that's for another show. I mean, I'm not here for this episode to discuss my crazy theories and everything. I just don't think, I definitely know he passed, like, they said that he passed. I definitely know that he was being attacked and he knew he was at threat. But I think he made an escape, and he had a scapegoat there to you know, be the body. You know, he was doing research in Baghdad about stem cell research to extend his life. I don't know if you don't know about that, but like I said, it's better to have those types of discussion with Priest here. You know what I mean? It's not fair for me to just blabber out all my craziness by myself, unopposed, on the show. Do you know what I mean? Out of respect for this episode, I'm going to save that for when Priest, or at least another person, is present. You know what I'm saying? It's just proper etiquette, if you will. Even though you guys are there to combat me in the chat room, we'll just wait. We'll save that for another day. Okay. You saw that escape video in the ambulance. Yeah, see, you're already on it. It's okay, AD Blabber. I love it, man. You guys are great. But no. You understand. Yeah, you see my point. Oh, he said, isn't it Captain Eno or is it Neo? No, it's Captain EO. I was going to bring it on screen real quick just so y'all can check it out. We're not going to play it, even though I want to. I mean, most of y'all saw the Michael movie. But if you know Michael, you got to watch the Captain EO. It's only 17 minutes or 17 and a half minutes. And it was produced by Steven Spielberg. Hold on. It was a Disneyland attraction for the longest time, and it was in 3D. And they originally pitched it to Star Wars or something like that, and they said no. I don't want to misquote anything. Oh, George Lucas. Take it back. Wasn't Steven Spielberg. Okay. It was produced by Rusty Lemerande with George Lucas as the executive producer. It was directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who's a huge director, yo, if y'all don't already know. So, yeah, it was a big deal, you know what I mean? And as a kid, it was everything. You know, especially the experience of watching it in the theater, in the Disneyland theater. That was a 4D type of situation. You know, when they say 4D, there's a fourth dimension happening where there's effects happening live in the actual auditorium. Like real smoke, you know, you can feel water splash at you. That's the fourth dimension. You know, actual like light beams being projected into the auditorium as there is light happening on screen. It was so great, man. For its time, it was advanced. You know. Anyway, you could just go to YouTube, type in Captain EO, and watch it right there. Make sure you watch the 4K version. Put it on your big screen. Put it on your with the headphones on and everything, and then experience that because it's cool. It's definitely a monumental production that, or one of the many that Michael Jackson produced. You know. All right, let's move on back to the chat. Yeah, man, Francis Ford Coppola. Okay, he said I had Rakib says I had the T-shirt forever, like the Beat It shirt. For some reason those shirts of MJ just lasted. Yeah, man. It's always your favorite shirts, you know, and they had a certain feel to them. Every time you put your favorite shirt on, it's like without even looking at it, you could feel that you're wearing it. You know what I mean? I don't know why, like our favorite shirts, they fit a certain way. Like the cotton got softer, maybe from all the washing. Okay. So I got the Zoom open. Yeah, I don't think I'm hitting up Priest, but he can't respond right now. I get it. Is Judah Naz in the chat? Shouting out Judah Naz. If you're in the chat, pop in the chat and say, yo, it's me. You know. Yeah. I still show mad respect to, you know, if MJ did pass, but I have a feeling that he didn't and that he's on an island somewhere. Yo, Nine, if this was my show, you would be on the show right now. Do you know what I mean? I just can't let anybody pop on. I can't give out the Zoom link without Priest permission. You know? I'm sure you got crazy stories. That's just how we got to do it on the Podcraft. You might be able to pop in on the Royal Priesthood on Wednesdays. I'm not sure how Knowledge Born handles that, but that's a lot more interactive with Zoom guests. I think they're using StreamYard. Yeah, we do Zoom on the Podcraft, and then Royal Priesthood does StreamYard. Okay. So yeah, I can't even get a hold of Priest right now, yo. So we're just gonna flow through this a little bit more, and then do song promotions. And then if the guest doesn't come through, we'll just save it for next Sunday. Know what I'm saying? I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. Even though it's Sunday, we all got things to do, so let's keep it moving. I believe it. You talk to ETs? All right. Let me click away before I accidentally start playing Captain EO. Okay, let's take it back. Back to Priest channel. All right, so we played that one. We played that latest release. All right, man, we've had some great shows here. I'm just looking at what we got going here. Shout out to Queen Naphtali. I actually missed this show right here. I need to go back and check it out. I need to. These Royal Priesthood Wednesdays are getting good, man. Shout out to Knowledge Born with his graphics, because, man, those are looking good. Okay, so what we got to do is click on the channel. On the channel itself, front page, you can see all the latest, or the ones that were the most popular episodes are all in one stream right there. And then you could see the Royal Priesthood Wednesdays in order from most recent right there on that page. Swift as Light, the whole album, the YouTube album is up there. And then Swift as Light 2, Priest is slowly releasing this one. So it's an interesting way of launching an album, but it's how Priest is doing it for YouTube only. The official music videos, the YouTube exclusives, obviously the shorts, featured channels, and yeah. All right. Let's go here to videos. All right. Okay, so you guys have seen basically everything now. Back to the chat. Fetty? What's that? Okay, James says, anyways, I got untapped talent. If anyone wants to rap or sing, I can perform original content. Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. Let's see what I missed. Land of Nod. I don't know. Thank you. Nod Record. Thank you, thank you. 70 original synthesized. Nice. Submit one for song promotions if you want, man. Okay. So I don't see Judah Naz. Judah Naz, if you're out there, either hit me up at ad@killerpriest.tv or get on the chat. That is the guest that we're waiting for right now. Priest says that we have Judah Naz coming on. I have several Judahs in my email, so I gotta make sure I'm talking to the right one. Let me check my other email. Hold on a second. No, that's it. David Flores, if you're in the chat, actually, let me hit you up. David Flores is the animator for Proverbs Records. If y'all don't already know David Flores Animation, he's done a lot of videos that you've already seen, including Grandmother's Land. He sent me a trailer for a new song coming out, and See, you guys gotta understand, all this stuff is happening so fast. Priest has a big team, and they're producing stuff so quickly. I just need to always make sure that I'm able to release it. So I'm gonna get his permission first before I release any trailers. Well, it does say final version. I can assume that this is clear to show. It's not like it's an official release, it's the trailer. Let me check something real quick. I'm just trying to show you guys the latest and greatest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this looks like it would be good to show. I think I'm just going to go ahead and show it because it's a trailer. It's not like it's final release, so it wouldn't be anything to like, why'd you show that? You know? Why not? It's just a trailer. All right, let me set this up. Yeah, shout out Brown's boy. He says shout out to Santos Bonacci and his son Uncle Nameless. Yeah. James Tarp. Music, audio, scoring songs. That's what's up, man. Do a song promotion. We can promote you right here on the show. All right, let me set this trailer up. I'm not sure if I even have permission to show this, but I'm just gonna do it because it's a trailer. All right, let's do it. Here we go. A possibly unauthorized viewing of an upcoming trailer for Killah Priest. This is the Program Bassett trailer. Here we go.
A quiet creation built by a silent God and hidden angels. I run for Nassau. I became a whisper, carried on the wind between two rivers. The idea drifter, the pioneer giver. Millennia's, the 9 years, I am the sitter between the two pillars. The truth builders, the true healers. For the sick, the soup giver. The fruit elixir, the youth are bigger. Okay, I'm lost in this forsaken place. It seems my dreams and nightmares are taking shape. The scene is green, it's light years, I'm in space. Out of touch, been through a soundless exodus.
Ooh, okay, cool. That seems legit. Trailer for Patreon release. So to watch that, you gotta be on the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that was cool. Let's see, he sent 2 of them. Shout out to David Flores, doing great work. David Flores is doing raw animation, yo. Ain't no AI in this one. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay. Let me show the second trailer. 'Cause why not? Here is trailer number 2 for the same song.
A quiet creation.
Hold on, here we go.
A quiet creation built by a silent God and hidden angels. I run for Nassau. I became a whisper, carried on the wind between two rivers. The idea drifter, the pioneer giver. Millennia's, the 9 years, I am the sitter between the two pillars. The truth builders, the true healers. For the sick, the soup giver. The fruit elixir, the youth are bigger. Okay, I'm lost in this forsaken place. It seems my dreams and nightmares are taking shape. The scene is green, it's light years, I'm in space.
All right.
Out of touch.
The Program Bassett. Exclusively on Patreon. Yeah. All right. Yo, I just got that yesterday. So that is the trailer for that. Not even released on YouTube yet. But you guys got to see it firsthand right now. All right, I just showed it. Both of them. Yeah. All right, now what? Let's see. What else we got? All right, I showed you guys the Celestial video. Yep, did that already. You saw Simeon Toko. Okay, I think we're just gonna go ahead and move on to song promotions and take it from there. You know what I'm saying? So let's set that up and let's go. Here we go.
Song promotions. You send in your music, we play it live on the show for Killah Priest and the world to hear.
Yeah. All right. See what we got. We got an audio highlight. Was that August 2nd? All right, let's get first to the feature that got submitted. Here we go. Greg Kelly. Frequency God G Smooth. Beats nonstop. All right. Okay, that's the graphic. Okay, here we go. You know what? Let me set up the audio page real quick. Okay, hold on. That's the old one. All right, we got no Zoom gas. We'll just leave that up there for now. All right. All right, so I don't have a form for this, so I'm just going to put... Okay, Frequency God G Smooth. All right, don't have a title for it. But here we go. I'll just say it's a new beat. All right. Here we go. Nice. Well done, man. That was very ethereal. I like that your name is Frequency God G Smooth, because that was almost like a God frequency type of beat right there. Very relaxing. You formatted it correctly, good arrangement, so that there was room for a verse and then there was an obvious chorus. So that was well formatted, and it was nice. Do you know what I mean? It maintained a very chill, relaxed, and spiritual like ambiance in the background, which would be great for many rappers. But it sounds like you already know Priest would like make that work so well. So yeah, I know it's untitled. That one went straight to Priest also. So I'm not sure what Priest is gonna do with that, but I know he has it. So that's great, man. Great job. Shout out to Frequency Gods G Smooth. Solid beat, solid production. I got nothing critical to say about that at all. That sounds done. And then once Priest records on that and some mastering is done, finished track. That's cool, man. Really cool. All right, let's see what we got next. I got a submission here from Limerick, Ireland, but I don't see. All right, Ruben, you're sending. I think you said you were gonna send a different way. If you're sending on Cash App, it is $webcore. So I don't see that in yet. I think you're probably still submitting right now. So if you're in the chat, we'll just wait on that. Shout out to Underland Fortress. All right. We have a sponsor for the show that we're going to mention here. Y'all already know Divine. He has a website here called Godfellaz. I'm gonna bring it on screen right now. Let's see. Yeah. Godfellazuniverse.com. Y'all gotta tap into this right here.
Know what I'm saying? I know life. The God elevating. That's the God divine I'm building on. God elevating.
Okay. This is fire right here. Godfellazuniverse.com. A lot going on here. Hold on a second. Books are available. Concrete Cousins. There's comics. Lots of music. You can see the characters, the crew. This is the Godfellaz universe. Godfellaz with a Z. Check out the whole thing. You got the shop right there. Comics, man, this website is fire. First of all, let me just tell you right now, Divine. Yo, you hooked this website up, man. I've made some websites, but bro, this is great. Seriously. And there's an online store. Yo, shout out to Divine, man. Great job on the website. Let me just tell you that right now. Clean. This is clean. Anyway, very easy to go through this and see what's going on. There's a members lounge. They got a VIP digital vault. You see the armory, which is the merch, the books, the collectibles, training facility, things of that nature. Get all the information on what's happening here. I'm going to back it up a little bit. See the warriors, things of that nature. Nice. Oh, boom. There it is. Man, this site is hooked up. Wow. Great job. And the social media right here on the bottom. Clean. Anyway, GodfellasUniverse.com. It's one of the sponsors of the Killah Priest Podcraft. Check it out. Join the family. Lots of great material up here. Comic books. It's a whole universe. Right there. I'm going to put the link into the description also after the show. Okay, there's a new video out, and it premiered tonight. Perfect timing for this, for the song promotions, too. Let's do it. Oh, that's not it. Let's try this. Okay, hold up. Let's go. Shoot, let's go full screen, huh?
Niggas talk trash and bigger, cash and liquor, lust over who ass is bigger. Dick soft, just watch how fast you get up. Living with the wrath of sinners, the wrath of sinners. Niggas talk trash and bigger, cash and liquor, lust over who ass is bigger. Dick soft, just watch how fast you get up. Living with the wrath of sinners. Ladies and gents, drugs, 380s and pimps, craziest clicks, young thugs anxious to spit. Some bought coke, the cookie, others gave it a sniff. Raised in the mix, the pressure made me a prince. Decided to make a change, the law gave me the strength. I got it, apply knowledge and created a gym. Gods love it when I spit it, others hate when it spin. Hate when it spin, they hate when it spin. I write with a golden pen, plus survive the coldest wind. Open lens, strive to revive the cold within. Sometimes I let it loose and the truth result in sin. Open skin from a fist fight, I broke his chin. Relaxed in the mind, but sometimes I flip in it. Although I see clear, sometimes my path is tinted with glass in it. I'm waiting for the judge to pass sentence. Yo, the wrath of sinners. Niggas talk trash and bicker, cash and liquor, lust over who ass is bigger. Dick soft, just watch how fast you get up. Living with the wrath of sinners, the wrath of sinners. Niggas talk trash and bicker, cash and liquor, lust over who ass is bigger. Dick soft, just watch how fast you get up. Living with the wrath of sinners. Yo, no time to go raw. AIDS leave the body with sores. Poverty war, moms couldn't buy me for law. Broke as fuck, and you wonder what the robbery's for. Clerk dead, she caught it at the Wallaby store. Guns and bricks, slums are sick, tons of pits. Dope fiends with no cream, they run for fix. Plus the cops roam the block and use their guns as whips. Held captive on the Atlas with drums and kicks. Beats and snares, speech is clear, reach your ear. Some give it they all, some retreat in fear. Some settle with the scraps and just eat what's there. But I'm gibbering, mate, I'm trying to reach the air. The wrath for sinners, niggas talk trash and bicker, cash and liquor, lust over who ass is bigger. Dick soft, just watch how fast you get up. Living with the wrath for sinners, the wrath for sinners. Niggas talk trash and bicker, cash and liquor, lust over who ass is bigger. Dick soft, just watch how fast you get up. Living with the wrath for sinners, the wrath for sinners. Niggas talk trash and bicker, mask for stick-ups, dead beef, blast your crib up. Crabs get hit up, dump automatics and rivers. Hashes lit up, it's like the streets grafted killers. Drags and dealers, slumlords, rats and squillers. Passing liquor like it's writing exact up in us. The gods blessed with a scroll, applying math to healers. This wrath for killers, and we don't fast, my niggas. Word up, living with that. Yeah, the wrath for sinners. 200, Everlasting Productions. J to the Z, Gibberine Rack. Yeah, the wrath, the wrath, the wrath. Word up.
Yo, that was good. That's nice. That is captivating the I don't know if it's right to say the essence of the rawness, but that's what comes to my mind. The essence of the rawness, the authenticity of the classic sound. You know, and you already know that classic sound. Many would say it's difficult to emulate what the classic sound was. But I think this does a great job at that, you know? Because it almost sounds like it was produced, like it's an old song that was produced a long time ago. That like, oh, we missed this. Do you know what I mean? Like it sounds like it was already a classic. Y'all know what I'm saying. It sounds like it's been a classic, you know? That song sounds like it already was fire, and it's been fire throughout time, you know what I mean? It sounds like and that's a difficult thing to do. You know? People try to emulate the old sound, and they don't do it as well as that song did. That song just sounds it's capturing the rawness. I can't think of a better way to put it. You know, shout out to Bragadino in the chat, SLS Smith. Divine did a great job on that. Very much part. He's basically an executive producer now too. So shout out to Divine because he's building. He's building, and I see it. We all see it. And make sure I'm gonna put the link in the description box for godfellazuniverse.com so y'all can see all of that and have access to all of this stuff. Making classics, you know, that sounds like it's been a classic, you know. That's great. Good stuff, man. I love it. The chat loves it. The chat loves it. The fire was in the chat all the way through. Y'all already know. So, yeah, man. All right, so it looks like our guest wasn't able to join today, but that's okay. You know, it's better when Priest is in the studio anyway, you know, especially when there's a guest. So, or an unknown guest, you know. So we're going to call it a night for that. Shout out to everybody that stuck around. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Aurora Borealis in the building. And yeah, that's what's up, y'all. I showed you guys all the websites. You know what to do. Any submitted song promotions that didn't fully finish submitting, we'll just play your track next Sunday. And again, we have a show next Sunday, the 9th. We do not have a show the 16th, but that's also Priest's birthday. Absolutely. But we do have a show on the 23rd every Sunday. We're not doing Thursdays as of right now. So Sunday, Podcraft, Wednesday, Royal Priesthood, right here on the Killah Priest channel. Check out the description after this show for the links for what we played today and for what we presented today and all that. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks to everybody again. We're going to end the show with Off the Wheel from Swift as Light 2. And we'll see y'all next time.
Exhausted, escorted to my toilet. I'm walking past the women whorish. It was horrid. Walls with the image of Horus. The demons were dormant. The phoenix, I saw it, emerged from ruins. The birds that flew in from Venus and Taurus. Constellation, I'm concentrating. The continents are racing. I'm driven by the forces and principalities. Lost the sense of reality. Since judgment, I approach the bench of the 10th galaxy. Changing molecular structure into the nebula conductor. The symbol, I sit where it's not
have regular brothers. They are the messengers to mothers, move like weather conductors. This is man of bread from the others. The lamb is said to suffer. Energy, the man who's dead now hovers. Infinity, Iran is spread like butter. In the temple of the mental halls are garnished. Masonic ministers. Peter said, Jesus dead. The evening was red. The sky rained down balsamic vinegar. I was shown the prophecies off the rocks and seas, like the mall in the cinema. Buried on the devil's property, I dropped the seeds. Below the cross of Jesus grew sativa and indica. That's Rasta weed. Watch the beast, you stay low, cock and squeeze. The great mystery of Babylon. The 4 horsemen play saddles on. Ascend as the giant courts spin. Pipe organs play eerie Catholic songs. 7 heads, each has 10 horns on a dragon form. They really represent 7 great nations. Conceal the evidence, heaven and space stations. How do you kill with medicine? Americans, Israel, Caucasians, Asians, Arabic. We'll all see the chariots in the sky, swift as light. Flicker in the night. Read the scripture while I write and picture a man in the mirror. See the thriller, prophecy in sight. The rarest crystal, pain night, worn by Canaanites. Poets, council of justice, where I train to write. The people of peace, equality, and Lucifer's executioners hand me the flaming mic. You scorch when you feel. I walked up the hill. After I talk, I put the mic on life support. I kneel. Then get up. After my thoughts, the force is real. No shield, the flow builds. I show skills. Priest is living off the wheel. See, after this, we can go into unknown Michael. Feel it? Tell him, man.